Welcome back to another day here on the Winter's Lorcana channel. Today we are going to be doing something pretty fun, actually. A member of my Discord community, Max Illuminary, has sent out this bad boy, the Illumineer Quest. So we're going to crack this guy open, we're going to take a look inside, and we're going to try to play it and see how it goes. Alright, full disclosure, I have technically already opened this because the glue on this is so dang strong. Even though I've already opened this, it is back to being like freaking tight. My goodness. I don't know what kind of glue that is. It's like Gorilla Glue or something, but it is not meant to be opened. Oh, and all the stuff falls out. Make sure that's all of it. Nope, there's still something in there. Aha, playmat or something, I guess. Oh yeah, that's gotta be the playmat. Oh, it's the playmat. Oh yeah, okay. Let's cut this guy up here. I do intend to play the game, so let's get them all set up. All right, not bad. And then we have this guy. Only the victors shall unseal this packet and claim the prize within. Or this treasure becomes the property of the Sea Witch, Ursula, for all eternity. All right, so that's what we're playing for. You know, no big deal. Just something on the line, something to win. And then, of course, it comes with, looks like the rule book, if I had to guess. We got a bunch of pop-outs. And then there's some weight to this. I'm guessing this is where the decks are. Oh yeah, there's the deck. 1, 2, and 3. And then I think this is a big Ursula card. I think. Let's open it and find out. Oh, it's the difficulty cards. And a big Ursula. Ooh, that's cool. And it's foil. Ruler of Lorcana. I don't know if Ursula is the ruler of Lorcana, but that is pretty sweet. And of course, it's got the fake back for Ursula, where she belongs up here. Let's do. Can we get her face in there? Yeah, let's get her face in there. How about that? All right. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 difficulties. So it starts with easy. Ursula doesn't draw additional cards for lore each turn, and then player abilities. You can pay 1, remove up to 2 damage from chosen character. Pay 2, ready or exert chosen character, and then pay 3, chosen character draws 2 cards. That's pretty good. Jump up to normal. We lose this little bonus, so she is drawing extra cards for the lore. Some different abilities. We can read that when we play it. And then difficulty hard. Ursula draws an additional card each turn. Different abilities. And then extreme. So, I don't know. Maybe we should play, maybe this should be multiple videos. Each difficulty. I think we'll play easy today and we'll build our way up. Depending on how fast it goes, we might play the next difficulty as well. Maybe it's just 2 videos, tops. Let's find out. All right, so just having a quick look at the rules, it seems like it's pretty straightforward. The only thing that we need to really be aware of is how many cards Ursula draws and how her turn works. That's actually fairly straightforward. So Ursula has a deck in here, and I believe it's this one just by looking at the backs. Yeah, it's gonna be this one. She draws a number of cards based on the number of players and based on the difficulty. So when she draws cards, right, it's gonna go into her deck. She's gonna draw cards, they're gonna go face down into her hand, and then one at a time during her turn, she will reveal them. If it's inkable and she hasn't inked, first she will see if she can play it, and if she doesn't have enough ink, she will then ink that card. Same thing for the next one until she acquires an ink. I believe it's still 1 per turn just based by looking at this, but she doesn't spend ink to play stuff. So if she has, say, 6 ink and her hand contains 5 cards that each cost 6, she can play all 6, right, or all 5 of them, however many cards she's got, because she's not spending her ink in her inkwell. So that's something to keep in mind. Another thing that I thought was interesting, won't apply to me because I'm playing by myself, but in a multiplayer game, somewhere in here, right here, Ursula wins when she has 40 or more lore, or if any player facing her must draw a card but runs out, which means if you're playing a 4-player game and your buddy to your left runs out of cards, you all lose. So that's pretty interesting. Don't accidentally deck your friends. Oh, the other thing that was really interesting with this, it does say in here that, especially when you get to the extreme difficulty on these guys, the extreme one, that at any point you can either play one of the starter decks it provides you, or you can play your own pre-built deck. And in fact, it does say in here that if you go to the extreme difficulty, it encourages you to use your own deck. So the game does not think that these are strong enough to win extreme. I will try it, but I am looking forward to playing my own deck for sure. So let's, I'm gonna thumb through these decks. I'm gonna figure out which one I like better, and we're gonna play a game of the Ursula, whatever this is called. Illumineer's Quest. Haha, I knew that. Just testing you guys. Alright, so I'm not going to use Piglet. I looked at the deck. There was two things I was looking for. I know that Ursula uses items, and I know that she's going to try to play a bunch of characters. So the two things I was looking for was some form of item removal and ways to deal with characters. Whether that's just straight removal, damage spells, bolstering my characters so they can challenge, all of that jazz. And between the two decks, I think the Yen Sid deck has more for it in those regards. So we're gonna put little old Piglet away. I'm not gonna play with him today. May never get around to playing with him. We will see. And then we're gonna do the easy difficulty just to give it a whirl. And I will just kind of keep this tucked in the corner over here so we can kind of see it and know what we're playing. And I have all these abilities that I can try to use if I can remember. And then I believe I get to draw my hand, do my mulligan, and then Ursula goes first. Ursula always goes first, and Ursula also always starts with Ursula's Stolen Trident. Alright, since we're not playing against a real opponent, this is our opening hand. Let's figure out how we're going to mulligan this. Things I'm looking for right away, unink ability, right? Those are always big. Pick a fight is interesting. This could be one of our ways to remove characters, getting to challenge ready characters. But I see we do got Smash, which is really good, but I think we're going to get rid of all of these. Whenever you play this character, you may exert chosen opposing character. That character can't ready at the start of their next turn unless they're at a location. So this deck lets you challenge ready characters, it exerts their characters, and then there's a big resist package in this deck as well. So it's meant to, like, we want to get our characters down. So that's something we're definitely looking for. Another good card, of course, is the Sorcerer's Hat in this deck, because there are a lot of brooms. So while this will miss a lot, it's really great for drawing cards. However, because of this over here, once per turn, we may pay 3 and chosen player draws 2 cards. So it's possible we don't even need to worry about card draw actually in our deck on easy mode. So I'm going to hold on to it anyway, just because it's ink. So we're going to put these 3 back. We're going to get 3 brand new cards. Come on, be good. Rhea is a stud. Another hat, good. It is ink, and a Lithos. That'll be our opening hand. All right, let me shuffle this back in. We'll draw Ursula's cards, and let's begin the Illumineer's Quest. All right, Ursula goes first. Handily, it is written down exactly how it goes. So ready all of Ursula's cards, easy. Start of turn effects happen, easy. Nothing going on just yet. Resolve the row. Resolve the row of cards and items Ursula has in play from the player's left to the right, which means we're going to look at Ursula's Stolen Trident. Has an ability says, exert it, gain 1 lore. So we're going to resolve these abilities. So she's going to exert it. She's going to gain 1 lore going up to 1. And then we move on to the draw. 1 at a time, Ursula draws the number of cards indicated by her draw counter. Don't reveal these cards yet. Place them face down in the pile next to her deck. This is her hand. She is only going to draw 2 cards because I am 1 player, and because this is easy mode, that won't change for the entirety of my game with her. So she now has 2 cards, and then reveal 1 at a time. Ursula reveals and acts on every card in her hand. After finishing with each one, move on to the next one until she has no cards left in her hand. So her first card is going to be Mad Hatter. Her inkwell is currently 0, so she can't play it, but she has not inked this turn, so she will ink this card, which brings her up to 1. And then her next card costs 5. Unfortunately, I don't believe she can ink anymore. I will double check that real quick. I believe it's still she only inks once per turn, so I think this just goes straight to the discard because she can't do anything with it. I believe her hand has to be empty. Now, let me double check it, make sure that is exactly how that works. This is going to be way more fun than I thought it would be. Okay, so Ursula never is forced to discard unless there's a specific card or action that tells her to do so. Instead, if she's unable to play a card, no matter how many cards she's been unable to play this turn, it goes into her inkwell. So she actually just netted 2 ink this turn, which, you know, all things considered isn't that bad. So she has nothing else, it'll be my turn. So we have our starting hand. This is going to be a little awkward because my hand's going to cover the battlefield. Draw my card. Now remember, anytime I can remove up to 2 damage from chosen character, ready or exert chosen character, or draw 2 cards. each costing 1, 2, and 3 ink to do so. I'm going to start off by inking Sorcerer's Hat. And then I do have a 1-drop. I will play it. I'm going to get a magic broom down and going. Since my space is limited here, I'm going to keep all of my ink on the side over here. We're going to go vertical with it, and then I'll use my board state over here, just to keep things a little easier. All right, my turn's done. So first we're going to ready everything, and then we resolve everything. So she's going to gain a lore, go to 2. Now she'll draw 2 cards, and then she'll play the first one. It's too expensive, so it goes to the inkwell. Next card. It is free to play. She will play it. This is Ursula's Contract. Opposing players can't use battleground abilities. And then the next ability, at the start of your turn, banish this item to gain 3 lore. That is perfectly fine. I suppose if we want to see it, we want to see it early because I don't have the resources to use the battleground abilities anyway. So that will be her turn. So we will ready, set, draw. I'm drawing a magic broom. 2 cost. Perfect. It fills my curve because I doubt I'm going to play this hat. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the other Sorcerer's Hat, and then I'll pay 2, and let's get the other broom down. Now, I do have the ability, whenever you play another character, you may banish this character to draw a card. I will not do so. I will instead quest for 1. I need a lore counter. Okay, I'll go get my lore counter, but that will be my turn. Now it's time for Ursula. And there we go. Got a nice black and white dice to keep track of everything for me. All right, so I do this a little out of order, but just get the cards. This readies. Then both of these will activate. So gain 1 lore going to 3. This will, at the start of her turn, banish this item to draw or to gain 3 lore. Brings Ursula up to 6 already. I'm on 1. I've had 2 turns and she's up to 6 already. All right, now we play our hand. Oh, Bruno Madrigal, a 4/4. When you play this character, each opposing player puts the top 3 cards of the deck into their discard. Cost 2, so she will play it. Top 3 cards. I'm gonna lose Magic Broom, Mouse Armor, and Lithos. All right, and her next card shall be too expensive, so this will go into the inkwell. Ah, okay, well, Bruno's looking. A 2 cost 4/4 with nothing but upside? Okay, that's pretty bonkers, isn't it? All right, we'll draw cards for turn. Triton's Trident. Banish this item. Chosen character gets +1 strength this turn for each card in your hand. Not bad. We may end up using that. Do have 2 smashes. I think I want to get a Lithos down at some point. But I also want my Broom Boy. So my only real options are, do I want to play the Trident and set that up? Or do I want to at least smash the Bruno and begin on that? Because next turn I want to play Mickey. So I think I actually want to play Smash, do the damage to Bruno. He'll be at 3. And then next turn I can play Big Mickey. And then my Broom can take out Bruno. And then I'll get the Broom back in hand because of Mickey's ability. I think that's how we're going to do it. So I'm actually going to ink the Trident. And then we're going to play Smash, dealing 3 damage to Bruno. And fortunately, this box comes with some pretty cool damage counters. So there we go. And then, funny enough, I know that Ursula, unless her characters say Reckless, they always quest. So I am actually safe to quest for 2 here, because I know she won't be attacking. Unless, of course, she draws a Reckless character with Rush, which I don't know if she has, but we will see. All right, Ursula will ready everything, and then we'll resolve the row. So she's going to actually gain 2 lore here, go up to 8, and then she'll draw 2 cards, and then we will play them. Prince Eric, Bodyguard, 2/5. This character enters play exerted. Okay, well, I think we were going to always do that anyway. But this does really mess up my plans to take out Bruno. Enters play exerted. And then the next card will be Triton's Daughters, a 2/3, quest for 1, cost 0. So we'll go ahead and play that. And then it'll be my turn. I like that Ursula's turns are so quick. They're strong, but they're quick. All right, we're drawing a Magic Broom. All right, well, I may be playing a Magic Broom. I'm actually going to ink this Magic Broom. We're still going to play Mickey. That's going to cost all 4. And we're going to do that because I do need to take out this Prince Eric at some point. And so I think if I attack it this turn, then I can smash it next turn, and then Magic Broom can take out Bruno. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to attack Prince Eric for 2. So both of my character and his character are going to have 2 damage on them. Easy. I will quest for 1, go to 4. And I will pass the turn to Ursula. So she shall ready everything. And then she shall exert everything. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 lore for her, going up to 12. Next, she'll draw 2 cards. And first, we're going to play not enough ink. Thank goodness. But now she does have 5 ink. And then we're going to play Ursula's Contract. Okay. And then it'll be my turn. So far, not so bad. Not so bad at all. All right, we're going to draw another Magic Broom. All right, so I think this is pretty straightforward, right? We're going to play Smash for 3. So that's going to leave me with 1 up. I still haven't inked. We're going to take out Prince Eric. Prince Eric will go bye-bye. Straight to the discard. And then I will have this Magic Broom take out Bruno. Very easy. And then I think I will have my Magic Broom attack this one. So we're going to put the 2 damage counters over on her. As this Magic Broom gets banished, Mickey's ability will trigger, and I'll put the Magic Broom back into my hand. I still need to ink, so I'm going to ink this Magic Broom. And then I'll spend my last 2 to replay Magic Broom. And then Mickey will quest for 2, taking me to 6. And then all my ink is exerted. And my turn will be over. So far, so good, right? I'm going to attempt to do a shortcut, and we may continue this. Instead of continuously rotating back and forth, we will assume everything has readied. I'll double check, make sure that the stuff is readying, but everything here readies, and then it's going to exert again. So it's 1, 2, then this pops for another 3, so 5 lore gain. Taking Ursula all the way up to 17. Now she'll draw her 2 cards. The first being Bruno's back. Well, that didn't take any time. With Bruno here, the top 3 cards are gone. I'm going to lose Pick a Fight. I'm going to lose Magic Broom. And I'm going to lose Let the Storm Rage On. That's a good card. And then Ursula's second card will be too expensive. Thank goodness. Goes straight to the inkwell, bringing her up to 6. And then it'll be my turn. So we're going to untap with, I have 5 ink. And I haven't used any of these abilities yet. Maybe we should consider doing so. Let's draw a card. We're drawing Big Magic Broom. Ooh, that's a good boy. All right, well, I think that's an easy play. Oh, I really like Lithos, but I also want to play Rhea this game. So we're going to ink Lithos. I now have 6 ink. We're going to spend all 6 ink on Big Magic Broom. So now I'm all out of ink again. So much for considering the abilities here, huh? Leaves me with a Rhea in hand. And then, do I attack? I probably do. Yes, I will attack Triton's Daughters. So we're going to do 1 damage, bring her up to 3, so she's gone. But her 2 damage will take out my Broom. Mickey will trigger. Broom will go back to my hand. And since Brooms cost 1 less, actually, I didn't even think about that. I actually have 1 ink still up. This is free to play. I'll replay it. I forgot Mickey had another ability, the good ability. I'm sure somebody screamed at me for that. And then, of course, the 1 damage does take out the Triton's Daughters. And then, of course, we want to quest. So we're going to quest for 3, go up to 9. And my turn will be over with still a Rhea in hand. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to skip the untap because they're just going to retap. And Ursula will gain 2 lore, go to 19, draws 2 cards. This is where it's going to get scary because Ursula has a lot of ink now. First thing she's going to play is Magic of Dispel, which is just a 4/4 quest for 2. Good, but not the worst thing in the world. And Hexwell Crown. Oh, she's going to get to draw an extra card every turn. I really want to find my item removal package ASAP. Alright, and I think that's everything. Great, my turn. So now I'm up to, still at 6. Ready, set, draw. Ooh, a charge. Challenge and resist. That resist is nice. I could pretty much take no damage attacking, or I can get Rhea down. I think Rhea's better. Magic Broom attacks for a lot right now, right? This character gets +2 strength for each other character named Magic Broom in play. So there's 2 other Magic Brooms, which means this Magic Broom, here, I'll put them, I know my webcam's covering them. This Magic Broom actually is a 6/6 right now. That's That's a big boy. A 6/6 with resist 1. I mean, if I'm going to attack, these two just aren't strong enough on their own to take out Bruno. Unless I want to play charge, but I don't think I do. I think I want to ink it and play Rhea. So we're going to have Big Magic Broom take out Bruno. So Bruno will get banished. And because of resist 1, I'll only take 3 damage. So he still has 3 left on him. And then I will ink charge. That brings me up to 7. We will double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I will spend all of it to play Rhea, leaving me with no cards in hand. I will now quest for 4, and that will bring me up to 13. It's going well so far. I think this is pretty simple. All right, now for Ursula. So we're going to gain 3, go to 22, and then draw an additional card. So we're going to do 3 cards here. 1, 2. All right, a lot of ink. Each opposing player chooses and banishes one of their characters. Alright, so I have to choose and banish a character. Now, is this, has to be banished in a challenge, so I won't get my broom back. Alright, so I guess we're gonna lose Little Magic Broom. It's alright, Little Magic Broom. And then her next card will be Jetsam. When you play this character, deal 1 damage to each opposing character. Alright, so 1 damage to each of my characters. We got resist 1, so Big Broom won't take any damage. And then for the last card, Typhoon. Return all opposing exerted characters to their player's hands. Okay. Well, there goes my entire board except for Rhea. But it is a pseudo heal, which is interesting. Alright, so now I got 3 cards in hand. That's not a fun card to play against. I don't like that at all. Alright. And then that is Ursula's turn. My turn. I believe I have 7 ink. I sure do. We're going to draw a beast for a turn. Oh, Beastie Boy. Okay, I have to play Beastie Boy, right? I need to destroy that Hexwell Crown. That extra card per turn is brutal. So I can play Little Magic Broom and I can play Beast. I don't think I'm inking. Yeah, okay. So we're going to play Beast for 5, and I'll play Magic Broom for 2, which is all 7 of my ink. Beast's ability will trigger, enters play, banish chosen item. We're going to banish the Hexwell Crown here. The extra card per turn is just brutal. And then Magic Broom doesn't do anything. Rhea has Challenger 2 and Resist 2. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character to challenge, you may draw a card. I will attack Magicka for 5. It is Challenger 2. Attack her for 5. That will defeat her. 4 damage, Resist 2, so Rhea's going to take 2 damage. Alright, so 1 damage and 2 damage. So now she's got 4. She did successfully banish a character, so I get to draw a card. So we're going to draw Ursula's Cauldron. I am out of ink, so I can't play it. But with that, my turn is over. So now Ursula's going to gain 2 lore, go to 24. Back to drawing only 2 cards, which is fantastic. 1 and 2. First, we're going to see Ursula's Contract. There goes my Battleground abilities again. And then the next card will be Shark, Toothy Terror, a 4/7. When you play this character, deal 2 damage to each opposing damaged character. Alright, well the good news is my only damaged character has Resist 2, so she'll actually take no damage. Which is absolutely fantastic. I couldn't have planned it better. And that is Ursula's turn. So we will ready, set, and draw Mouse Armor. I like Mouse Armor. Oh, well, let's take a look at this. I can gain 5 here and go to 18. I think I just do that, and then I just play Mickey and... I mean, I don't need to attack, do I? 1 lore, 2 lore, 3 lore. Ursula's a long ways away, so she's going to gain 6 lore because of Ursula's Contract. Brings her up to 30. Yeah, I think we're just playing Mickey Mouse to play things safe. So that's going to cost 4 of my 7. So Mickey Mouse will come on down. Costing 4 of the 7. Let's ink the broom. So now I have 4 ink to play with, and I'll just play the 2 items. And while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and use the Ursula's Cauldron just to be safe. Look at the top 2. It's 1 in hand and 1 on the bottom, right? Yeah, 1 on top of the deck, 1 on the bottom. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. Let's do the Magic Broom on top and the other Magic Broom on the bottom. So big 1 on top, little 1 on bottom. We will activate the Mouse Armor. Chosen character gains Resist 1 until the start of your next turn. Let's put the Resist 1 on Oh, let's put it on Beast. And then I'll go ahead and quest for 5. Takes me to 18. I'm out of ink. It's my opponent's turn. I don't think I can lose this game, but we will see how crazy she is. Alright, so basically everything untaps and then it retaps. So she's going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lore, go up to 30. Then she'll draw her 2 cards. And the first one will be Capsize. If you have 6 ink or less, she has exactly 6. Put the top 3 cards of your deck into your ink wall face down. If you have 7 or more, each opposing character chooses and banishes one of their characters. Alright, well, so she's going to gain 3 ink. That brings her to 9. So she can pretty much play anything. We're going to get an Anna with Evasive. That's not going to do it. Ursula's turn is over. So basically, I just ready everything. I draw my card, which we know what it is. Does not matter. I'm at 18. I'm going to quest for 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm going to quest for 7 and go to 25. And this game is over. Ursula on easy has been defeated. You know what? I have 3 pre-built decks. Let's just jump into normal difficulty. And we're going to use my first pre-built deck. And the next difficulty, I'll use my second one. And the extreme difficulty, I'll use my third one. So let's do our mulligan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what we have. We are playing a Ruby Sapphire control deck. Wow, with no Ruby. Alright, so we want to ramp, we want to get some stuff down, we want to take care of business. Let's see here. I actually kind of like most of this hand, but Hades will probably go just because he is big, he's expensive, and we can't exactly ink him. I got the Fishbone, which is great, but, you know, it's not exactly what we're looking for. I think McDuck Manor might be a bit far away. Early character's not bad. Basically, it's just ramp at this point. Draw and ramp. Alright, well, let's put the 2 back. Let's draw 2 new cards. Madame Medusa, not great. And develop your brain. Perfect. Put the other 2 back, shuffle up. And then we'll get Ursula rolling. And before we jump into it, the normal difficulty does have new abilities. Maybe we'll get to them. We will see. Chosen character gets +2 strength this turn. Chosen character gets resist 1 until the start of your next turn. And each player except Ursula draws a card. So I don't know how good those are going to be for my deck, but we will see. Alright, Ursula starts us off by gaining a lore with the Triton. She always starts with that in play. She will draw 2 cards. And then we are going to play an ink for the shark and an ink for Magicka. And that'll be her turn. Alright, let's start by drawing a card. This deck is a super controlling deck. So we'll see how effective this really is. It could be too effective, possibly. So I'm a little worried about that, but we will see. Alright, we're going to ink and develop our brain. We'll do the same thing. I'll keep him over here. And I'm going to play a Poopsicle. That'll draw me a card. Giving us a Grandma Tala. And that is my turn. Alright, so Ursula gains a lore, goes up to 2, draws 2 cards. And then we're going to play... Nope, we got an inked Captain Hook. Then we're going to play a Mad Hatter. A 3/5, no abilities. Perfect. Just what I like to see. Fantastic. Now this is nice, because like after one game, Ursula's turn is very streamlined and very easy. Like once you understand, it's a lot easier. That Be Prepared's really good, so I know exactly what we're going to be trying for. Let's ink a Grandma Tala. Too expensive. And then I'm going to play 1 jump ahead to put another card into my Inkwell Exerted face down. And that will be my... Yeah, that'll be my turn. For some reason I'm like, I didn't ink. I had to ink. I had to. Alright, Ursula's going to start off. She's going to gain 2 lore. Go up to 4. Draw 2 cards. Shark is too expensive. Gonna go. Now she has 4. And then Hercules! 3/7 bodyguard. Enters play exerted. Quest for 2. An ability. Everything has a price. During the opposing player's turn, they may together pay 3 lore to banish this character. Well, I have 0 lore, so I'm not going to be banishing this character anytime soon. All right, it's a control deck. We don't gain lore until the towards the end. All right, so it'll be my turn now. Oop, still on 4 for Ursula. I'm gonna go ahead and draw my card. It's a McDuck Manor. I may just get that down, but I'm probably gonna ramp. Yeah, we're gonna ramp. Let's go ahead and ink Cruella. So it brings me up to 4. I will pay 3. We'll play a Fishbone. I'm gonna pay 1 and start with Develop Your Brain. So we get to look at the top 2 cards of our deck, put 1 into our hand and the other on the bottom. Oh, both are great. I think I'm gonna put Popsicle in my hand, McDuck Manor on the bottom. And the reason I'm gonna do that, moving Ursula's game mat. The reason we're gonna do that is because of Fishbone Quill. I will now activate my Fishbone Quill. Oh, the brain goes to the discard. We are going to let's put the McDuck Manor into the inkwell, and then I can use it to pay for a Popsicle to draw a card. Another Cruella, fantastic. All right, I'm up to 5 ink already, fantastic. All right, I passed the turn, it's Ursula. She's gonna go ahead and quest for 4, taking her to 8. Draws 2 cards. Nope, just 2. We're gonna get an Ursula's Contract, and we're gonna get, oh, the Hexwell Crown. Great, she's gonna draw extra cards. Beautiful. I don't think my control deck here deals with items, so that'll be fun. All right, my turn. Let's go ahead and ready this. I think I'm just gonna keep this up how we had it, and we'll just count ink instead of me turning it sideways every time. Right now we're at 5. We will draw for a turn. Ooh, Hiram's really good. I really want to get to 7, I think. Well, she's only got 2 characters. Maybe I don't want to play that. Maybe we're gonna go Madame Medusa. 3 strength or less gets rid of Hercules. That's huge. And I don't have a way to destroy any of her items. Alright, let's go ahead and let's ink the Fishbone Quill. I don't need another one. Brings me up to 6. And then Madame Medusa is not quite big enough to take out Mad Hatter in a single attack. The items are what's going to kill me. I don't have a way to really deal with my opponent's items. So I need to be faster than her. The only way to be faster, I think, is through Hiram. But I need to slow down that Hercules. So I think it's going to be Madame Medusa. So let's spend all 6. Let's move all my items to the side here where we can see them, but they're not really doing anything. I'll put the Fishbone on top since it is the most useful. How about that? Spend all 6 on Madame Medusa. Let's destroy the Hercules. And that will be my turn. Do I want to use... Yeah, let's use the Fishbone Quill, actually. Let's put the... So I got 1 ink up. Doesn't matter, I end my turn. Ursula's going to go ahead and... These 3 will stay. This is going to get cracked. So 3, 4, 5. Takes her up to 13. She draws an additional card from the Hexwell Crown. And now she draws 2 cards for her turn. First card's going to be Jetsam. When you play this character, deal 1 damage to each opposing character. Of course! I'm playing my control deck that has hardly any characters, but you go ahead and draw the damage dealing one the moment I do have a character. That's fun. Riptide. Banish all opposing characters, items, and locations with cost 2 or less. There goes my Popsicles. No, it costs 6. It costs 6. I had a mini heart attack. She actually can't play this. That's gonna go into the ink. That was lucky. I did not know that was in there. I need to pop these Popsicles. And then for her final card, she can play this. It's a Flotsam. 5/5, quest for 2, bodyguard, enters play exerted. This is starting to look much more like a board that I want to be prepared to banish. Alright, now it'll be my move. Again, the problem is that Hexwell Crown, man. I can't deal with it. How does it develop? I am on 7 exactly. I think we just quest for 1. Let's get on the board. And then I will be prepared, spend all of my ink, and destroy all the characters. Including my Madame Medusa, unfortunately. But let's get rid of these 3. They are all banished. And now it'll be Ursula's turn because I got nothing else to do. She's going to gain 1 lore and draw an additional card. It's the additional card that's going to kill me. We got real lucky with that in our first game getting Beast to get rid of the Hexwell Crown right away. Alright, our first card. She can play it. It's Whirlpool. Exerts all opposing characters that can't ready to start of the next turn. Beautiful card. I has no characters. And then Capsize. If you have 6 or more, or 6 or less, put the top 3 cards of your deck into your ink will face down. We will do it because she is at 6 or less. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, now she can play almost everything in her deck, or possibly actually everything. How much was she at? 14, right? She gained the 1, yeah. And then the contract. Contract is stopping me from doing these abilities, not that I need them. Alright, my turn. Draws a card, it's Grandma Tala. Let's start with a Hiram, so I'm going to spend 4 of my 7 to play Hiram. We will destroy 1 Popsicle. Draw 2 cards. Gonna get another Grandma Tala. And how far I'll go. Interesting, okay. So I got 3 left, and I can still ink and I can still fishbone. Let's ink a Grandma Tala. That means I got 4 left. Let's wait on fishbone for a second. I'm gonna play Develop Your Brain, so I got 3 ink left. Alright. One in my hand, the other in the bottom. I think we're gonna put Hades in my hand. 1 jump on the bottom. I think that's fairly straightforward and easy. Alright, I got 3 left, right? So let's just go ahead and use the fishbone. Put Grandma Tala in, brings me up to 4, and I will spend all 4 on how far I'll go straight away. Same thing, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put 1 into your hand and the other into your inkwell face down and exerted. So top 2. Poopsicle and to be prepared. So much card draw. Let's take the Poopsicle. Be prepared will go face down and exerted. I am out of ink. Hiram was just played, so he can't do anything else. I will end my turn, and it looks like I'm going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ink to play with on my next turn. Fantastic, we're ramping. Now I just need to find my bells. Alright. Ursula's going to go. So 1 lore, 4 lore, because this is going to pop. It's going to take her up to 18. Draws an additional card. This is not good, because once she reaches 20, she gets another additional card. So by the time, even if I could destroy this Hexwell on my turn, she's just going to turn around and be able to draw the additional card anyway. Alright, so 3 cards. Here we go. Oh, and she has 8 ink, so she can pretty much play everything. Anna is evasive. Ursula's contract. Alright, can't use abilities again. And Anna. Alright, well, we're getting all sorts of out of control over here. 2 of my Be Prepareds are gone. Fantastic. Alright. I believe that's my turn. We will draw. Oh, Be Prepared! Hilarious. Again, lots of stuff on Ursula's board, only 2 of which are actually characters. So, Be Prepared. Again, not looking so hot. Let's start with Hiram. We will quest for 1, go to 2. We will pop the Popsicle and draw 2 cards with his ability. Develop Your Brain. And Grandma Tala. Alright, I am up to 10. Let's start with a Hades. So I'm going to go down to 3 ink. Hades will get rid of an Anna. Oh, actually goes to the inkwell. Not that that matters, because I'm pretty sure 8 is enough to play everything. There might be something expensive in there, but I don't think so. Anyway, so that's 7 of my 10, so I got 3 left. Let's play a Poopsicle, draw a card, and let's play a Develop Your Brain. We'll look at the top 2. Ooh, Maui's really good, but doesn't do anything against that evasive. And how far I'll go. I think I gotta take the how far I'll go. I need to find a way to deal with the evasive character. Alright, Maui will go on the bottom. How far I'll go will go on top of my library because it's Develop Your Brain. And that will be my turn. Do I want to ink? I don't think so. Yeah, that'll be my turn. All right, so Ursula's gonna gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lore. That's gonna bring her up to 24. That will trigger her 20 thing, and now she's gonna be drawing 3 cards per turn, plus an additional one from Hexwell Crown. So she's drawing 4 cards per turn. Man, this got out of control fast. All right, and we got a Minnie Mouse 6/7. When you play this character, each opposing character loses 2 lore. I only have 2 lore. All right, well, I guess I have no lore again. All right, hey. A 3/2 evasive. Man, there's a lot of evasive in Ursula's deck. Capsize. Well, you're going to do the second ability. Each opposing character chooses and banishes one of their characters. Okay. Guess I'm going to banish Hades, because Hiram can draw me cards before I hit him with a Be Prepared, which I may just have to do. And then for Ursula's last card, it's Choppy Waters. Deal 2 damage to the highest cost character each opposing player has in play. Well, I only have 1 character in play, so I guess we're doing 2 damage to Hiram. All right, and that will be her turn done. So I will ready, set, draw. There's the how far I'll go. I have 10. Do I want to wipe the board, or do I want her to have one more go of getting a bunch of characters? Because I am running out of Be Prepareds. I don't want to just pull the trigger on that, I think. Let's start loading up. Let's spend 4. Go down to 6 for a Grandma Tala. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Put 1 into your hand. The rest on the bottom. Madame Medusa is good. I'll take that. Grandma Tala to the bottom. To the bottom, I said. Let's quest with Hiram. Puts me back on the board with 1 lore. We'll pop a Popsicle. Draw 2 cards. Maui. Belle. Ooh, we really like Belle. We really like Belle. That makes me want to use the Be Prepared, honestly. I could ink and play it. It makes me want to do it because Belle's going to start gaining just a ton of lore. She'll close the game really quick. I think I want to find a second one before we actually do that, if I can. Alright, so I still have 6. Let's play another Grandma Tala and just keep digging. That leaves me down with 2. Hiram and a Grandma Tala. Man, I'm just getting them all, aren't I? Well, let's grab the Hiram. Put the Grandma Tala back. Alright. So I need to make a choice. Want to keep Belle. Basically, I want to keep these 3 cards, right? So if I want to ink, I have to ink Maui, which is fine. He can't really interact with anything. So I will ink Maui. It brings me up to 3 usable ink right now. And, alright, I started with 10. Used a Grandma. Played an ink, so I'm up to 3. I think we're going to Fishbone. We're going to Fishbone. How far I'll go into the Inkwell, which brings me up to 4. I will spend the 4 to play Hiram. I will break the Fishbone, and I'll draw 2 cards. Okay. Seems like a really solid control hand. Alright, that will be my turn. Alright, so we're going to get 1 lore, 3 lore, 5 lore, 6 lore. My goodness, going up to 30. It's time to start controlling this game. Now Ursula will draw 4 cards. We're gonna lose this? The opposing players together choose one of your items and banish it. So the way this works, the way it reads, when you have an Ursula card, you're reading it as if you are Ursula. So let's read it as if we are Ursula. The opposing players, i.e. this guy, together choose one of your items and banish it. So this guy gets to choose one of Ursula's items to banish it. I'm going to get rid of that Hexwell Crown. My goodness. Oh, that might be exactly what we needed. Now, if the rest of these are characters, it's going to be butter from here. All right, Lash Out. Each opposing player chooses and banishes one of their characters. One of their characters. All right, so I get a banish from my own. Let's get rid of the Hiram with the damage counters on him. Not that I have any items left anyway. All right, Jafar, big Jafar, 9-9, quest for 3. Wow, that's a big boy. Good thing we have a Be Prepared in hand. And then Captain of the Hook. Again, perfect. That could not have gone any better. Now it's my turn. All right, so we got a really strong control hand. McDuck Manor will help close the game. All right, I think it doesn't get any easier than this. Let's quest for 3, go to 4. And then how much ink do I have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We will spend 7 on Be Prepared. So that will be the entire board gone. Except for her 1 item, of course. Alright, pick him up. Pick him up. Leaves her with just a trident. That costs 7. Which leaves me with 5 ink. And I haven't inked this game, or this turn. I think we're just going to go ahead and ink Cruella. No. No. Let's ink a McDuck Manor. And then I'll play both Belle and Cruella. And I'm going to do it that way because I've seen Ursula have cards that make me, the player, choose my own characters for bad things. I want to be able to have that choice. Because I want Belle. Belle is very much active, by the way. She will quest for 5. Alright, I'll pass the turn. Ursula's going to gain 1 lore, go to 31. She will draw 3 cards, because Hexwell Crown is gone. We're going to get a Bruno. Alright, so I mill 3 cards. We're going to lose Grammatala. We're going to lose Hiram. And we're going to lose How Far I'll Go. Honestly, that was really good. The only card over there that I wouldn't mind seeing is the How Far I'll Go. Alright, next one, Magic of Dispel. Just a big boy does nothing, or big girl rather. And then Triton's Daughters. All in all, not too bad. Gotta watch out for this though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's gonna gain 5 on her turn. So gotta watch out for that. That is her turn though, so I will draw. Alright, big grandma. Alright, I need to control. What am I at? 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm at 13. So I can't double. The only thing I could double play is a Madame Medusa and a Grandma Tala. Now, it's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. The magic is the thing that really needs to go. Which makes me want to play Maleficent. And something tells me that Grandma Tala is going to be worth it. So let's spend all of our ink on Grandma Tala. Madame Medusa. Madame Medusa will enter. She can only hit 1 thing, so we're going to get rid of the Triton's Daughters. I'm not going to ink my Maleficent. We're going to keep that. Belle will quest for 5. And I think Cruella will also quest. So we're going to gain 6 this turn and go to 10. Alright, brings me to 10. Let's do some quick thoughts on this. So if I'm at 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then I can ink. So we have 10 on board. Whenever a card is put into your ink, will gain 1 lore. Yeah, okay, cool. I will just pass the turn. Opponent's going to gain 1 lore, 2 lore, 4 lore. Gonna go up to 35. And then she will draw 3 cards. We're going to see Tsunami. Banish all opposing characters. That's going to be the game for sure. Oh, I lost the game to that. I lost the game to that. Oh no. Alright, well, all opposing characters are banished. Triton's Daughters. Typhoon. Return all opposing exerted characters to their players' hands. Man, we just really didn't stand a chance, did we? Alright, well, she plays it, right? She doesn't ink it. All I got is a dragon in hand. Let's see what we're gonna draw. I think I pretty much need to be prepared to even stay in this game. That's not a be prepared. Let's see. She's gonna gain 3. So I'm gonna play dragon. I'll play the fishbone, just in case there's a Hiram, I guess. Dragon will get rid of Magicka. And then she will gain 3 on her turn, going to 38. Draws 3 cards. Each opposing player chooses and banishes one of their characters. There goes my dragon. Uh-oh. This went from looking really good to I just lost horribly. Each opposing player discards a card, then put this card into your equal face down. Well, I got no cards, so that's fine. And then Triton's Daughters. Be prepared is the only way I don't lose immediately. Game over. Ursula wins. Ursula wins. I did not make it past normal difficulty. That stinking card. This guy right here. Tsunami. This is a better Be Prepared. Banish all opposing characters. And it's inkable? This card's some BS. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well. That sucks. We're gonna run this gauntlet until I beat all difficulties. So, stick around. The next video, we're gonna go back into normal. I'm going to beat all difficulties. From this moment forward, though, I will probably only show the victorious matches. Maybe. We'll see. It depends on how much time I have. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in my life right now, so you might just get whatever I have time to get. In the meantime, I am giving away, there she is right there, an enchanted PSA 10 Elsa. Link in the description down below for the Patreon membership. You do have to be a Patreon member, at least of the $1 tier or higher. For legal reasons, you have to be a part of a membership, and that is the membership. Then you can use the coffee link associated in every description of all my videos. Every donation of $12.50 and up will be a ticket for Elsa, for the Elsa raffle. So become a Patreon member. That's number one. Become a Patreon member. Number two, every donation in increments of $12.50 equals a raffle ticket via coffee. Link in the description down below for both of those to get your tickets for Elsa. If you want to do $25, it's 2 tickets, $37.50 I think it is for 3 tickets, $50 for 4 tickets, so on and so forth. I will be doing the drawing at the end of July after my second son is born. So keep an eye out for that. It is very exciting. Oh, cautionary tale. Some of you have paid for tickets, joined Patreon, and then have stopped being a Patreon member. If you're not an active Patreon member when the drawing happens, I can't count your tickets. You do have to be an active member at the time of the drawing. So hopefully if you've done that and you're watching this video and you realize, holy crap, I stopped being a Patreon member and I bought tickets, you have to fix that. Otherwise I can't actually count your tickets, unfortunately. So, just go ahead and take care of that for me so we all feel a little better about it. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you again to Max Illuminary for sending out the Ursula game for us to play. Once we win all of the difficulties, I will open up this guy. I think I know what's in here. I can, just by feeling it, it is a single card. But that's going to do it. Just racking my brain. Sorry for all the awkward cuts. Trying to make sure I get everything. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.